Good afternoon. This is James once again. Thanks for stopping by. So it is day 4 of my 60-day juice fast. I just weighed in right now, and I'm at 221 pounds. I was 235 pounds when I started. So that's pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about that. This morning when I woke up once again early, I had a little muscle fatigue that I noticed immediately, and I kind of brushed that off. And once I started walking around, I started shaking it off, and I was okay. One of the things I read is as you go through the detoxification process, that your body begins to have old injuries will start to come back to haunt you a little bit. They'll come back. They'll be a little bit sore than you remember them being, and actually that is the case this morning. Also, I had a recent. I'm not going to call it an injury, but a pretty good bruise on a sole of my foot that had been fine for a while, and this morning actually started to hurt a little bit, and also there was my back was actually a little bit sore as well. So I thought that was actually interesting. It's nice to see that the information that I'm reading is actually true, right? It's not all made out there by witchcraft, whatever, Wiccas and all that kind of stuff, right? So I had a good morning. Got up again with nothing to do. It was pretty early. I don't even think there was football on at this point. Sunday, gotta like that. More football. But I went out to the farmer's market about 8:30. The farmer's market started at 9. I'm glad that I went at 8:30 because hippie chicks were everywhere, right? Gotta love them. So they were all setting their stalls up, right? They were definitely willing to take on early customers, so I was able to get some really, really choice vegetables this morning and pick everything that I wanted. I was pretty happy. I got everything I needed. I got everything that I got the other day at Whole Foods, and I got it for cheaper. I was in like 70 something, 79 bucks, 78 bucks, something like that last week on Thursday. This morning I got just about everything. I didn't get some apples that I still have left over, but I got the kale, I got the spinach, I got the cucumbers, and I got the celery for 40 bucks. And I got more of it, right? I'm pretty freaking happy about that. I don't think what I got is going to last me the week, but I got as much as I could carry. I'm going to have to get one of those little baskets that you see all the little old ladies pushing around, so I can figure out a little fold-up jobby so I can put in my car or something where I can maybe bring back more. And I'm not quite sure if the amount that I got is actually going to start wilting or whatever before I juice it. Although I go through a lot of it. I'm going to go through at least a stock of the celery probably every day, right? At least. I'm going to uptake the juice intake that I've got beginning tomorrow morning. I'm going to start drinking at least 4 times a day, I think, is my plan. 3 times just leaving me wanting to do something else, right? I'm drinking a lot of water. I want some flavor, so I'm going to drink more juices. I didn't stay too long at the farmer's market. There's a lot of other activities going on out there. And I actually started, which is interesting, is yesterday I hung out, right? So another thing that you're meant to do is during your first few days of any type of fast, you're supposed to kind of hang out at the house and just kind of be mellow, because you expect to be fatigued and you expect to have not a lot of energy in some cases. So I stuck by the house yesterday, and really I didn't do anything. I read a bunch on the couch. I really did some laundry, but I didn't exert myself at all. And just the act of going to the farmer's market, getting up and walking around was a little more exertion, and I actually was feeling fatigued. So I decided, well, I'm going to get out of here and go home and juice up and see what's going on. But as I was driving home, I stopped by a Fry's Electronics that is right on the way there. I'm in Northern California, so that's kind of our local alternative to Best Buy. One of the things that I haven't really been confident with the whole time I've been doing this is my scale. I'm not exactly sure how good it is. I felt it was a good scale when I bought it a couple years ago, but then we have a postal scale at work that everybody swears is the end-all be-all scale, and when I get on that, there's a huge discrepancy. So I wanted to make sure that I was, again, I think I mentioned this yesterday, I'm not really concerned with where the start was, because I don't know if my scale was good enough to get that, but I knew that the weight loss would be at least tracked effectively and accurately, right, with whatever scale, if it was on or off. But I thought I would take care of that this morning, so I went by Fry's, and I got a WeFit Plus, which is a balance board that you stand on. It's about this big. It's a balance board, and you actually stand on it. It hooks up to the WeFit game console. I'm sure a lot of you know what this is. and it has game programs in it that actually measure your weight, your body mass, balance, posture, all this kind of stuff, right? It's interesting. It's got some other little games in it, some yoga things and that kind of stuff, and little encouraging things. But I really got it for the weight aspect of it because I knew it was going to give me an accurate snapshot of my weight, and it's actually got a lot of really good tools in it that are going to help me track my progression. Of course, it called me a fat ass, and that's to be expected, right? I think I got one from my mom a couple years ago for Christmas, and I called her obese, and she never freaking picked it up again. She's like, "F this, I'm over it." My dad, on the other hand, gets on that sucker. I don't know if he still does, but he did for at least 2 years every day and used it, right? This is the updated version of that. The board is the same, but the software is different, and they got more yoga and core and all that kind of crap in it, right? Activities going on. So I got that, hooked it up, and that's what gave me my 220.9 pounds. Of course, it's unfortunate I didn't think of this a couple of days ago. That way I'd be tracking the progress from the day one. But, I took pictures with my camera of the scale, so now I know that my scale was actually pretty good. It was off. Actually, it was telling me I was heavier than I actually was this morning. So unless I lost that weight just walking to the farmer's market, which is, who knows, right? Everything else is pretty good. I haven't really had many problems. So I had a little bit of soreness today. My energy level's still pretty good. I actually just woke up from a nap. I was sitting around the house pretty bored, watching some 911 memorial stuff today, which, of course, you should all take a pause and if you haven't today once, and think about that day, September 11th, 2001, and, say a prayer. But other than that, I've just been hanging out. I took a nice hour nap. And that's about it. I woke up feeling pretty good. It's interesting, right? My sleep is a little bit restless. I'm going to have to figure something out. I don't want to drink any chamomiles or anything like that, but I'm going to maybe find an herbal tea that I can take that would actually allow me to maybe mellow out a little bit, right? I'm trying not to juice late at night, so I'm not sure if it's having energy effects that are keeping me from sleeping, but I'm trying to just have it in normal meals and then just drink the water right before bed. The only problem I'm seeing with that is I'm having to get up in the middle of the night because I'm so freaking hydrated right now that I'm having to get up and I'm actually having to go piss. Whatever. What are you going to do, right? That's it. I'm out for today. It's Sunday. Everybody have a good day. And again, see you tomorrow. Bye.